It's your favorite friendly neighborhood banker with another edition of Ask Terri. So I am super excited to be here with you and the Dallas Examiner so we can talk about all things financial. I am here for the people. When you have questions, remember, ask Terri, because you can't grow if you don't know, and you can't know if you don't ask Terri. So check the links below. Those are ways that you can engage with me. You can go to askterri.tde@gmail.com or click any of the social media links below with the Dallas Examiner so you can send me your question. You can video the question, you can email me the question. We can be like Olita Adams. I don't care how you get me that question, just get it to me how you can. And I am going to be here so we can talk about it, answer it, and so we can thrive and grow financially together in the community. So excited for this edition. Let's hear what's this month's question for Ask Terri.
Hey Terri, this month's question is, I need to purchase a vehicle, but I'm concerned about adding another bill to my household. What are some things I should consider?
That is a great question. So some things to consider. I've got some strategies that you can use to manage vehicle payments, right? Before we go and buy a car, what are some things that we need to think about? So the first thing I said, and y'all know I love the B word, that's budget. For those of you who don't know, you just came on. Ask Terri, I'm a big fan and proponent for budgets. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to suggest that you do before you go into your car buying season, right? Or you go to your looking at vehicle that you're going to want to get. So when you're looking at your budget, you want to make sure before you sign on the line that the payment that you're going to have fits within your monthly budget. How are we going to do that? How do I know? Well, when you have your budget, that's you giving your money marching orders. And so as you give them those marching orders, you already know and have your funds allocated for the month. So when you take out your mortgage, you take out all the things that you have to pay, right? Rent, and you want to include your car payment in that. Make sure that whatever car payment you've selected, that it's a good fit in your budget and it's not going to hurt or strain your budget. Also, you want to make sure that you look at a car payment calculator because that can help you determine before you get to the dealership about what your car will cost, right? Because there's nothing worse than going to the dealership in your mind, having calculated, oh, I'm only going to spend $500 a month. And then you get there and they say, oh, the car you want is going to be $750. Well, that's $250 over the budget that we've planned. So you want to do your research ahead of time and do that car payment calculator. I'm going to say check out the link below because Chase has a great car payment calculator. It will help you for new cars, new purchase rather, used cars, and if you're looking to refinance. So you can kind of determine ahead of time, what is that payment going to look like? The other thing that I want you to think about is auto pay. Make it easy for yourself. Set it and forget it. Don't think about it. And that's going to help you, one, make sure your payments are always made on time because you've got it set up to pay every month the same amount when the car bill is due. But also, the other effect of that is helping to build your credit because it's going to be a positive impact on your credit score because you are making your payments on time every month. Literally, y'all, I got a note today from, I think it was one of the credit bureaus, and it said, oh, congratulations, you've made payments on time for 6 months. I'm like, I made them longer than 6 months, but it's always good to know that your payments are being tracked and your good payment history is being recognized. And you will see that in that credit score going up. So definitely, I'm a big fan of setting up your auto pay. So you just set it and forget it. You don't think about it, and the payments get made automatically, and it helps you. The other thing you might want to consider, and now I'm going to put a little asterisk right here, check with the car lender. But if you can do biweekly payments, that is going to give you 26 annual payments, which is basically 13 payments, monthly payments, as opposed to 12 monthly payments. And why would I want to do that? Well, because it's going to be an extra payment in a year, which can help you pay off the car faster, right? And when you pay off the car faster, you save interest, which means you're going to be saving money. So that's something to think about. The other thing you want to consider is, should I have a shorter loan term? You're like, why would I want to do that? Again, it's going to be a way to save money. When you have a shorter loan term, you're going to have a higher payment, but you're going to pay less in interest. And ultimately, when you pay in less in interest, that means you're saving more money in the long term. Versus, and it is what it is, right? If your budget says you need to have a longer term, well, then that's what you're going to do. Because when you have that longer term, you're typically going to have a lower payment, but you will have higher interest. And when you have higher interest, that typically means you're going to be paying more overall over the length of the car loan. So that's something to consider as well. And also, another thing you want to think about is shop around. Just like when you're looking for a new partner. Y'all, take that out, take that out. No, when you're shopping for a new car, you want to get the best deal possible. So shop around. You want to compare and see who has the best rates. Also, you want to shop around for your insurance because that's going to help you get the best deal so that overall cost for your vehicle is what you're being considered, right? So shop your car, shop your interest rates because you want to get the best deals. You want to compare the different insurers because rates can vary. Also, think about your driving habits. Be fuel efficient because when you do hard stops or hard starts, that can help. That can hurt your fuel efficiency. Also, think about when you're taking a long drive, a long trip. Put cruise control on because that's going to be more fuel efficient because you're driving at a steady pace, a steady speed, and that can save your fuel efficiency, and you use less gas. So who doesn't want to do that? The other thing you want to consider is maintaining your car, the maintenance on your car. Follow your scheduled guide, right? If you do that, I'm not saying you have to go to the dealership every time, but if it's a new car, get that maintenance plan on them. Make sure you negotiate well. But make sure you get your routine oil changes, your routine tire checks, whatever scheduled maintenance they have for that vehicle, you want to make sure that you do it because ultimately your pocketbook will thank you for it. And I sounded like my grandmama, your pocketbook, but you know what I meant, y'all. All right. One other thing I want you to think about, and I think this is my last note, is the true cost of a car. You want to think about the sticker price, but don't forget about that sales tax, the registration, and again, the maintenance and the running costs, as well as your car insurance. So you want to consider all of those things when you're thinking about purchasing your vehicle. And again, you want to research because you want to make sure that you are getting the best bang for your buck. Because things like a color of a car, the make or the model of a car, all of that can have an impact on your insurance or on the cost of the vehicle. So do your research. If it doesn't have to be a red Hemi, then don't make it a red Hemi because that's probably going to be more expensive than a blue Hemi or a black Hemi, right? So you want to make sure that you research and think about all of those things. And if you have additional questions, I am also known as the Chase Lady. So check below because you can find out more car information if you go to autofinance.chase.com. So check out that link below to get more information. And I hope that answered that part of your question. Let me know if you have more questions, though. And how do you do that? You can go below and you can check out these links with the Dallas Examiner, or you can send me an email at askterri.tde@gmail.com. What else do you have for me this month?
Wow, that was a lot of great tips. But once I purchase the vehicle, are there other ways I can save money?
Oh, well, there are. And let's talk about that later. I'll do a part two for this one because I don't want to overload the family. So, again, come back, get the answer to part two, other ways to save money. Tune in to Ask Terri. Check me out below. These are all the ways that you can connect with the Dallas Examiner. Click any of their social media options or shoot me an email at askterri.tde@gmail.com. You can't grow if you don't know, and you don't know if you don't ask Terri. So send me an email, a video, ask all of your financial questions. Stay tuned for part two on other ways to save money, and I'll be back with those answers. Talk to you soon, family. Let's grow and thrive together. Talk to you later.